Hello, today we are going to make these little tiny mini rosettes. Aren't they adorable? They are so cute. Alrighty, so for these all you need is 1/2 inch wide paper by 6 inches long. That's it. Okay, so any of your little tiny strips you've got, if they're 1/2 inch by 6 inches long, you are good to go. Okay, so now, and just to show you, if you don't have the strips, you can use just a piece that's 6 inches long and go ahead and score it, and then just cut it at 1/2 inch, every 1/2 inch, and I'll do this piece so you can see. Okay, so, and that's what you need to do, is score it at every 1/4 inch. Quarter, 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 quarter. Let's turn this around and feel those bumps and see where they line up. Alrighty. Make sure it's lined up in a quarter spot. Yep. Quarter, 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 and quarter. Okay. So there you go. There's all the score lines. So then, so if you want to share with somebody, I would either send them this way or even this way with a little note to cut it in quarter widths. So that's what I'm going to do now. So that way you can send them a couple like this, and then you can send them a couple like this, or you could just send them a whole sheet and say, just cut it 1/4 inch wide. So this is 3 1/2. So I'm going to go down to, or is it half? No, these are 1/2 inch. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 1/4 inch scoring and 1/2 inch width. So it's at 3 1/2. So I'm going to move it over to 3 and cut that off, and then 2 1/2, and then 2, and then 1 1/2, and then 1, and then 1/2. There we go. And then we've got a whole slew more to work on. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it back and forth until you get these pieces. So let's see, just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, following those scores. There. And then before you squeeze them all together, kind of line them up so that they're lined up, because there is a little tiny space in between each one now. So you want them to try to be as straight as possible. There. Okay. And then my very end one is a wee bit longer, because on this cutting board or scoring board for some reason, then it gives you another like a 1/16 of an inch on the very edge. So I just have to cut that little tiny sliver off. All right. So now we've got them all folded back and forth. So now to make them, we're going to need a little circle. And I cut mine at, I used my 5/8 of an inch circle punch. And you should be able to get away. A 1 inch might be a little bit too big for these, because they're only 1/2 inch wide. So, and together it makes exactly 1 inch. But you could probably do it, or maybe just trim around just a little bit of it. All right. So you're going to take your pieces here, and you're going to put glue here, and then connect this piece. Open this edges a little bit longer. I just drank a pop, so now I'm loaded with caffeine, so my hands are shaky. All right. So we're going to go ahead and squeeze some glue on that panel there, and then put this one right up against it. And hold that together until it's dry. There. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these ones too. Put a little glue on this outer edge, and then fold this one over and connect the two pieces. Squeeze it together and then let that dry. And the same thing with this one. A little bit of glue. And this size, because they come out to be a 1-inch circle, once you put the two ends together and lay it down flat, this is exactly a 1-inch circle, which is nice. So you could pull out all of your little tiny, your wee little images, and anything that's less than 1 inch will fit on here. So I did stamp out 3 of these little ladybugs here, and I've got this 1/2 inch, which is perfect size. And see, and that's why I actually taped one right on there so I remember which one it was. So this is the 1/2 inch. So I can punch this out, and then this can go right in the middle of one of these, and that'll fit perfect. Isn't that a cute way to make embellishments? So if you've got, so I've got the ladybug that can go with any flower now. So if you've got a little thing of honey, a little jar of honey, you could put that on and put these on bear cards. That would be adorable. If you've got a little flower, you could put that on any card. So just think of the ones that you've got. If you've got a little ball of yarn, you could put it on any of your cat cards. So that would be fun. All right, so now I've got this. So now what you want to do is you want to take your little circle, and I like to cover it with glue while it's sitting here on my gluing mat. And I just put a bunch of glue on there. And then I lay this down, and you want to show you want the back part down, because we're going to lay the back part right down on that. So these are both done differently. So this one I'm going to have to fold it out like this to get the back down, the back straight down. Okay, so then I can bring it over here and I can lay it right on here. All right, then I can turn it over and look at it and make sure it's okay. It's easier if you do it upside down. Oh, and you know what? That edge is not staying together. You stay together. Do not fall apart on me. Alrighty, I moved it around too much. Okay, hopefully that'll stay put now. Then you just hold it down. While I'm doing that, I may as well squirt some glue on this one. Go ahead and get that glue on there real good. Come on, let go. There, now I should be able to turn it over and make sure everything's glued together, and that looks good to me. Perfect. All right, so now I can do it again. So now I can go ahead, and I'm going to do it the back side up this time. Oh, that's what I'm doing, is I'm stretching that part out. I need to not do that. I need to stretch out the other ones instead. There, okay. Now it's all together. Oops, come on, lay down. I did not do this off camera when I was making all of those. It never happened. All right. So this way is the easiest way. So then use your fingers to hold it, and then pick this up and turn it upside down, and then lay it right smack dab in the middle. There you go. And then just keep holding it together with your fingers while you're pressing it down. That's the easiest way to maneuver these. Or if you have, and this is tacky glue, so this works pretty quick. So I either use this or I use my glue gun. All right, so that should be ready now. So that one's done. All right, and I've got one more here, so I may as well go ahead and put the glue on this one. Squirt out a good amount of glue. All right, and again, we're gonna turn that out and press it down. That's the way it should be going. Okay, hold this together. Turn this over, glue part down, press that right on top in the center, and hold that bottom piece together while you're pressing the top piece down. I love all the colors that I put in the middles of these. So I've got a shiny, a glossy blue center in this one, a glittery pink background for this middle. This was part of a Christmas card. It was off-white with little gold specks. It's so pretty. This was part of a Christmas card. It was a red background with the gold curves going through it. This was from a card, and that's just glittery green and some definite glittery gold, and then just a shiny gold, glittery pinkish white. They're so pretty, and a shiny silver. They all look so different. There, this one should be dry now. All right, so now I can go ahead and I'm going to put this one on, this little ladybug on this green one. I think that'll be adorable. So I'm going to turn this ladybug upside down. squirt glue on here. Nice allotment of glue, and put that right in the center. And then just press that down and hold that for a moment. Voila, and that's done. So now I've got these ones, and I think I'm going to do the shiny middles again. Actually, I wanted to do some black dot middles. Hang on. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, some black dot middles. That'll be pretty. Alrighty, this size right here. 2 black dots. That'll be perfect. Very good, very good. All right, and then I'll lift them up closer so you can see them. There, lay that down and then press it down for a moment and let that dry. I like the black dot, that's pretty. Find the middle, press that down, and we are good to go. Press this one down again, make sure it's down. Sometimes as the glue is dropping down and settling down into the rosette, then you can press them down a little bit more. All right, so let me get an empty card. This will work. And I'll put these 3 on that I just made. And then I'll put some of these on so you can see the green, the gold, the red. Hope that didn't have anything on it. And that's the pink. And the silver. And the polka dot. And that one in the gold. Okay. There. Now you can see one of each one. Aren't they pretty? And isn't that perfect for the little tiny images? Alrighty. So, and then because we've got these were all punched out of a Cheerios box. So because we've got this cardboard behind, or cardboard, then they're nice and sturdy. So now I can package these up and just put a little piece of masking tape behind them, excuse me, and then I can package them up and save them for when I'm ready to use them. So there you go. There's another idea of what you can do with 1/2 inch strips, 1/2 inch by 6 inches long. That's awesome. And we've all got lots of these, I know. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.